Want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense.
What?
I was told they can be arrested for federal offense.
Say it again.
I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary.
Damn.
So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there,
he's out of incense. He needs stuff. He out there in the streets. He should have sent a wire to King Jaffe Jaffa. Oh man, Umar Johnson broke, yo. He fell off all his money. Y'all been putting it in the Cash App. I don't know what he been putting it in. His girlfriend said, well, his ex-girlfriend said that he be buying all kind of stuff at the gas station with y'all money. Y'all send him money.
When we were coming back, we stopped at a gas station. But he was like holding up the whole damn gas station, just standing there ordering things that were like behind the counter. Like he was getting shots, he was getting pocket knives, blowtorch, like whatever was behind the counter that he wanted. And we're just getting gas. We're just gassing up so we can get back.
He didn't make y'all pay for it, did he?
No, he paid for it.
And he be buying them little grinders and rhino packs and brass knuckles and pocket knives and incense and ashtrays and all that. That's what he do with y'all money. So they say. I don't know. Anyway, this story is coming from Poetic Flacco. The title of the video is An Emotional Umar Johnson Says This YouTuber Just Destroyed His Life. Here we go.
And depending on what side of the fence you are in regards to Umar Johnson, you probably have a different opinion. Umar Johnson's ex-throat goat has been a literal thorn in Umar Johnson's side for the last month. She has came out to expose Umar Johnson. She's done multiple interviews with platforms that has dedicated their lives to destroying Umar Johnson. Now, she has accused Umar Johnson of mistreating his mother, accused Umar Johnson of being a womanizer, accused Umar Johnson of being on drugs. She has accused Umar Johnson of scamming and misusing FDMG funds. If you don't know what FDMG is, you probably shouldn't be watching this video, but FDMG stands for Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey,
Felicia Rashad, Danny Glover, Gregory Hines, School of Technology.
A school that Umar Johnson has been trying to build for about a decade now. Umar Johnson says that this school is going to be for Black people, is going to serve Black people. He don't want to take any money from the government and go down a charter school route because he don't want the government to interfere with the curriculum. This was going to be a school for Black boys that he was going to start. So he's been raising money now for a while. I believe he's raised about $750,000 for this school. So a lot of people...
What sounds light to me, after 10, 12, 15, I don't know how many years he's been doing it, but that sounds a bit light.
I mean, you've raised $750,000. It's been a decade. Where's the school? So this lady has came out and pretty much she's done filled like the gasoline on the scamming rumors by alleging that Umar Johnson has been misusing the funds. And this recent video that Umar Johnson dropped doesn't really silence the doubters who believe that Umar Johnson is scamming. After being accused of scamming the school donations and not really using it properly, Umar Johnson has now taken to his Instagram to announce that the money he has raised for the school that's sitting in a bank account has been compromised and the bank account has been frozen.
Oh, yeah.
As well as his personal bank account has been frozen. All right, and he needs the people.
What you laughing at, Flacco? That ain't funny.
It's your big brother, King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. only to discover that I could not log into my account. I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account.
It's so embarrassing, man.
Bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen.
Umar Johnson has done several things this week that just screams lacking self-awareness. The first thing he did that screamed Umar Johnson lacked self-awareness was when the haters, or the detractors in which he calls them, when they essentially began to peddle this narrative of theirs that Umar Johnson was using psychology in his work to trick black single mothers out their draws.
I mean, duh, it's obvious. Every picture he take, he was hugging up on a woman. You ever seen Dr. Umar take a picture with like just the brothers? You know what I'm saying? Almost never. It's always like from the back, like prom pictures with ladies and stuff.
Umar Johnson then decided to, after a week of them pushing that, to go on his social media and issue an apology to black women for not treating their privates with the care they deserve.
Woman's vagina. No, I'm gonna go real rap. Real rap. We must respect the sanctity and the sacredness and the divinity of the black woman's vagina. We must.
Even that lady you said she had the aquarium down there. She had aquarium. She had flounder, fish grease. You said she smelled like. That's what he said.
Because if I look back, the situation I'm going through right now, brothers, I'm talking to my unapologetically African anti-snow bunny males right now. I'm talking to my unapologetically African anti-snow bunny males. The situation I'm going through right now is because at that time, 14 years ago and 23 years ago, I did not have the respect for the sacredness of the black woman's vagina like I should have. And the universe punished me for it. I'm being honest right now, family.
I mean, thanks.
I feel him on that, right? I feel him trying to, because he was talking about his children and how he has a poor relationship with them because he made poor choices back in the days when they were younger and perhaps dealt with women he shouldn't have or treated them in ways that he shouldn't have. I feel him on that. But at the same time, dude, you got Throat Goat just yesterday or a couple days ago talking about you doing the exact same thing. Like nothing has changed. So what are you saying? If you're making the same decisions and dealing with the same kind of women, it just so happened that you ain't knock up the Throat Goat or she look like she too old. I don't know. I'm not going to make assumptions or disparage that lady. What I'm saying is the only difference is she didn't produce a child. But if you still leaving scorned women and not claiming none of them, what's the difference? Who cares about what you say? And this is what takes away from this man's credibility. I don't know. I'm going to shut up. I know y'all want to hear what I'm saying. Here we go.
Honesty, man. I mean, we appreciate the honesty, man, but should you have done this in this time? Probably not. If you're in the middle of war, if you're in the middle of a series of attack from your detractors, and they're attacking you, and pushing it, at what point do you say, you know what, let me not feed into the narrative they're saying about me? Because the narratives that you're using psychology to trick black single mothers out their draws, you just pretty much like reinforce or confirm what your detractors have been saying. It made no sense. So when I say self-awareness is you know what you don't do in the middle of a thunderstorm where multiple detractors are making multiple videos accusing you of being a scammer, accusing you of taking donations, accusing you of misappropriating funds, accusing you of not really doing with the funds what you claim you were going to do, which, again, I have no idea about. I'm not saying if it's true or if it's not true, but the narrative has been out there more specifically this week. What you don't do in the middle of the thunderstorm is then make a video saying, hey, bruh, the accounts that the money that y'all are accusing me of misappropriating has been compromised and I can't access it anymore. That doesn't give the supporters you have left any more faith to donate. Because
they still gonna support him. Don't make it like nobody not gonna support. People are still gonna support him. And I'm not even. Yo, I respect a lot of his message, but the messenger sucks, and it makes it hard to be taken seriously. It's hard to take Umar seriously, man. Even when he says the most serious things that should really be examined and considered, great ideas. But it's like, yo, look how you living. All I'm saying is we supposed to have found about this stuff when you was dead, like Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good thing. It wasn't no TikTok and Twitter and all that other stuff and social media to follow Martin Luther King around because he'd have never been able to do nothing. Here we go.
How would they donate if the money they've been donating has been caught up in this weird world story? It doesn't make sense at all. And then to accuse the people who are doing videos accusing you of misappropriating funds, to then accuse them of being the ones who compromised the account. Yo, even if you're someone who really believes that, even if you're Umar Johnson and you truly believe that, you would have enough self-awareness to say, man, I can't say that right now with no proof, because it will sound like a convenient excuse to cover
for you losing all the damn money. We don't even know if your account is really frozen. How are we supposed to know that?
My scamming tracks if I was scamming, which I
could just say we want more money.
Proof that Umar Johnson is scamming.
Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account.
Okay, so this ain't a hacking situation. This is an investigation. Whoa.
Asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account.
I wish he stopped doing that 3 times thing.
And the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude.
You think Dr. Umar going to jail? They better not take Dr. Umar to jail.
If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. That's
when he's talking about Medea, he's talking about throat goat lady.
Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested, because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense.
Indeed.
Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved.
If Umar Johnson cares about his reputation, here's where Umar Johnson really messes up at, and where I say he lacks self-awareness. The purpose of this video isn't really to notify the public or to help the situation because
No.
there's nothing the public can do about an internal bank investigation. There's
No, the purpose of the video is he needs some money.
nothing they can do. There's no way the public can help. Now, if you are making this video to ask the public to help solve a situation in terms of to help to unfreeze the account, then okay, but that's not a thing. The public can't help. So the only reason Umar Johnson is doing this video is because Umar Johnson is about to admit, hey, bruh, the bank accounts is frozen. I don't got no personal money in my account. I need y'all to give me more money.
Fucked up in the game, son.
Anybody who is self-aware would know that's the last thing you want to do.
Right.
Especially this week, where there's multiple people in multiple videos calling you a scammer and saying you're stealing money.
Right.
Why would you even feel the allegations some more? You don't got family and friends you could call for some paper? You don't got your homies? You don't got your celebrity friends you could call?
Right. If you've been looking, has he been looking out for people? Because if you've been looking out for people, it's a little bit easier. You know what I mean?
Sure, you could call Joe Budden for like $5,000. Hey, Umar, you could have probably picked up your phone and called me. We don't got no communication, but you could have probably found my number online. I would have given you $500, to help. But you don't do this. Do you know the amount of material you done gave?
Yeah.
The detractors and the lifelong haters and the people who have dedicated their lives to making Umar Johnson hate videos. This just don't make sense at all. But check out Umar Johnson asking the people for more money. But this time it's for his personal use.
If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense.
What?
I was told they can be arrested for federal offense.
Say it again.
I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary.
Damn.
So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there,
He's out of incense. He needs stuff. He out there in the streets. He should have sent a wire to King Jaffe Jaffa.
for my loyal supporters, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's PayPal.
At Yahoo, baby. Woo.
.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST.
We get it, Umar.
PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Umar. You always asking people for $1. Put it in the cash app.
Never asked the people for $1 in my life.
You never asked the people for $1 on PayPal, is what you're saying. Okay, I get it.